being from Jersey taught me how to be tough. You know, when you grow up in the projects, you have to be tough. When you're walking from the corner store to the building, you have to be tough. And in that toughness, my father always taught me how to be a leader instead of a follower because there's a lot of temptations. It's many more temptations now, but when I was there, it was still gangs and drugs and, other juvenile delinquents. And I had to quickly learn how to be a leader and not a follower. It also taught me love. Parents didn't have a lot, but we had a lot of love in the house. We didn't have any money at all, but parents worked 2, 3 jobs, made sure we always had what we wanted, make sure we had our school clothes. So now that I'm a wealthy man, none of that still means nothing to me. It's all about the love. It's nice to be able to go into a car dealership and say, yeah, give me that one and pay for it right then, but doesn't matter. I've always had that love. I was mentally rich when I was poor. So I think if you're mentally rich and you become financially rich, you know how to handle it. And it just, those are the things. So when I moved around, and I'm not saying other states are not tough, but when you come from the New Jersey, New York area, that's some of the toughest areas in the world. So when I moved to Germany, I had that toughness with me. When I moved to Texas, I'm like, bro, I'm from Jersey. I don't care about where you're from. Like, it just always, was instilled in me. And it's just, it's great. It's great. And I always go back to the projects and spread love and spread wisdom, especially when a kid don't know I'm from Newark. And I tell them, it ain't nothing that you've been through that I haven't been through. Yeah, you look at me now and this and that, but I was once you. And this is how I got out of it. And I give them the answers to the test. I break it down. Hey, this is what I did to get out. So maybe you can follow it, expand it. But if it worked for me, it has to work for you because we're from the same place. I'm not the kid that was a valedictorian. I'm not the kid that, was the smartest kid. I was the kid who had to wear the same pair of jeans 3 times in a week, had raggedy sneakers and got picked on and had to fight and got bullied. I was him. I was you. I was the same kid that, you come home and your dad ain't there for a while and, your mom and your dad going through some things. I was the kid who got dropped off by the mom and the grandparents. Everything you're going through from that area, I've been through it. So when I try to go there and talk to the kids, I speak to them in a language they can understand. Yes, I have a PhD. I don't come there with the suits and the big talk. Listen, academically, no, they don't want to hear that shit. And I don't give it to them. I give them to them the real. Hey, all the stuff you're going through, I went through it. This is how you get out of it, period.
When you left that, was there maybe like a temptation to go and, spend a ton of money right away to maybe try and overcompensate, or, did you have any of those kind of early financial mistakes that really put you in some jeopardy? Like what was like the worst one early on?
Nothing ever put me in jeopardy, but when I got my first $1 million, I looked at it as pay my family back tax. What I meant by that is, so I had no financial literacy knowledge whatsoever. So, you get a call from your agent, hey, I got $1 million. I'm like, cool, but you forget to subtract the 15% that the agent's going to get. That leaves you at $850. You forget and you forget all these things. So you really net $675. So when I got my first $1 million, the first thing I did was, I told myself, hey, put it in my bank account. I didn't even check because, hey, the money's there. Went to the bank, got these little fake checkbooks. I said, hey, I'm going to the dealership. So I go to the Mercedes-Benz dealership. I got to get me a black on black Benz. I want to show everybody that. Yeah, remember all the guys who said I wasn't going to make it and this and that? They say I'm going to be the first, second, or third pick. So I got more money coming in. I'm going to go take care of this right now. As soon as I get home, my dad was like, man, that's nice. Where's mine at? So in my head, I'm like, okay, $1 million minus 150, I got 850 left. So I go and I get him exact same ones. Hey, Tom, that black Benz I just had? I saw you had another. Yeah, we got another one back. Same deal for me and my dad. You sure? Yeah, boom. Write another $150,000 check. We get back. My mom like, oh, where's mine at? So we go buy her a smaller one. So that's like 400 right there. Now the next day I see this penthouse, you know, because I know I'm gonna be coming back to San Antonio visit my parents. I don't want to buy a house. Let me lease this penthouse out for the year. It was only like 3,000 months. That's 36,000. Yeah, let me go and get this penthouse down the month. I got to get some jewelry. I got to get some suits for the draft. A couple of days later, I get a call from the bank manager. He says, "Shaq, come see me." And he has this. He said, "Shaq, I know you probably don't know this, but at least 50-60% of all professional players, when they get done playing, they have nothing. I don't want you to be like this." And he opened up his folder and he actually started laughing because, you know, you always hear about how people steal money from you. Excuse my language. So I looked at the sheet and I'm like, "Yo, who the fuck is FICA? I don't know FICA. I don't know. FICA took," and yeah, and the same little giggle that you're giving, he just started laughing. He said, "Shaq, he said, Shaq, I don't want you to be like that." So he explained to me who FICA was, and then he wrote down on a piece of paper. He said, "Shaq, I want you to go read this book." And it was The Dummy's Guide to Starting Your Own Business. And I went immediately to the store and I read that and I was like, holy I didn't know any of this. So the first smart thing I did after that was start a subchapter S corporation. So now don't send the money directly to me, send it to my corporation so we can write all out. That was the first thing I did. And like when we did all these deals with people, they were like, how does he know this? Like how did, and like this is something that I didn't really learn in school. I learned from the book that I went back and mastered it when I got my master of business. But the first mistake I made wasn't really a mistake. My mom and dad never had a brand new car. Had to get it. Not and if they could afford a car, it's not going to be no luxury car. Well, let me take that back. Our first brand new car was a Dodge Caravan. And when we got from Germany, we ordered an automatic. Automatic wasn't there, so it was a stick. Man, we messed those gears up so bad. So I had to take care of my mom and dad. That's the first thing I did. And then my next big mistake after that was when we got to Orlando, I said, I got to get to my house. Let me take care of them first. So we was going house shopping. They thought it was for me. Come across this big 7,000 square foot house, 700,000. And it had the game room and the pool, like something they've never seen before, ever. I've never seen it. Nobody in my family's ever seen that. So I knew if I told them I was going to buy it for them, they would, no, 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 no. So I went and had all the paperwork. I was like, "Mom, can you sign your name on that for me?" And she signed the paper. I said, she's like, "No, baby, sign that." Like, "No, you sign your name." And they actually broke a rule because they always told me, "Hey, look at contracts before you sign them." I said, "Mom, just sign your name." So she was signing away. And then when I got the keys, the realtors left, I was like, "Here you go." She's like, "What's this?" I said, "This is not my house, it's your house." And the tear, but that like I had to just take care of those things. So now I knew I had more money coming in. So these were what I call affordable mistakes. But then I knew that I can't be consistent with having these affordable mistakes. So let me get that out the cars and stuff out the way. Let me take that house away. And then I started becoming, you know, let me slow down because I definitely don't want to be like that.
Like because you couldn't afford, say, like, you know, Jordans, right? Like had
Yeah.
that been at that time, did that influence your decision to go the
And
route you did with your own shoes?
I know you're going with this question. It absolutely did. Like because when I first came in, I knew nothing about business. They said, "Hey, we're going to give you 40 million for 7 years to design your own shoe." Yes, I'll take it. It wasn't, I'll take it. Yeah. But then, you know, once you start learning the business and distribution and all this and all that, and then I thought about it, you know, we're trying to compete with all these other people, but kids can't really afford that. So then as I was learning business and learning distribution, I was like, you know what? My favorite store probably has the biggest distribution channel in the world. My guy was like, "That's," I'm like, "Walmart. What do you mean? We don't want to sell cheap shoes." I said, "No, we're not going to sell cheap shoes. We're going to sell good shoes at a cheap price." Because it's not that kids don't want to wear $29 shoes. They don't want to wear shoes that look like they cost $29. That's the deciding factor what people don't understand, right? So we use the same leather, same factories, all that stuff. It's just that my price point gonna be different. Like I could the shoes I'm selling at Walmart, I could price them 70, 80, 90 and have a bigger, you know, profit margin, but I'm not gonna do that to the kids anymore. And then, you know, some kids catch flack from wearing my shoes, but not really. And this is the reason why they don't catch flack. I'm not the number one player, but I'm not the number three player either. See what I'm saying? I'm always be right there in that boom boom bam. Like, like no offense, Marbury, he tried it. No, Marbury was local. I hate to say it. Like this name and this emblem, the emblem that I made in college, copy of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has jump man. I have dunk man. I was in the marketing branding class, so I marketed it. I branded it. I got it trademarked in 50 states. So when I went to go do my deal, they had to pay me extra for that. So I know that name, that Shaq name rings a lot of bells. Not the best in the world, but I'm not the third either. So, and that's why I think I sell a lot of shoes.
And the irony of that to me is, like Jordan's so synonymous with Nike, right? And Jordan's a big name, so is Nike. But to your point about not being the number three, you're a big name. Walmart's a pretty big name too.
And
They got a lot of distribution.
A lot of distribution, a lot of stores, and a lot of eyes coming through there. And a lot of eyes that are living how me and you used to live back in the day. There's more people that live like we used to live back in the day than there is more spoiled brats like me. That's what the world don't understand. If you like put it all like on a piece of paper, there's gonna be some rich people, but then you're gonna be like, is this many, middle class, underclass, and poor people? So that's all one category. And the rich is just is wealthy, rich, and super wealthy. That's it's very, very small. It's what people don't understand. So people can buy 6 or 7 pair of shoes for the price of a Jordan. And like I see dads all the time and say, thanks, man. And then if the dad's a fan of you, kids gonna be a fan of you. Only time the kids even find out what's going on is when they go to school and you got one kid that got some Jordans on. Oh man, you got on them Shaq, but it don't matter. I mean, that's just a nature of the beast.
I noticed this when I was watching the interview you and Kobe did. He was saying that you brought toughness there, and you would press people to see how they'd react and how they'd respond to see if they were cut out, I guess. And I think that's a big lesson learned for anybody who's grown up hard, is that, if someone's going to try and cut you down, well, you're probably going to have to respond and cut them down too.
Exactly. You got to see who's who. So, Kobe and D Wade only one to pass those tests, and that's why they're great players, Hall of Famers. Because when I'm going in the battle, I need to see who's going in the battle with me. If it's just me and you, and we look in a room and there's 50 people, I don't need I need hey, you get the 30 on the left, I get the 20 on the right. And we're going to get to this wall, we're going to go over there, we're going to get the people. So, Kobe was, definitely that guy. Because, you got to see. Like a lot of times growing up in Newark, you see a guy with a bunch of kids and you'd be like, him? This dude right here running the block. Okay, if you say something to me, watch this. And that's how you also gain respect. I remember one time this kid, Pee Wee, used to always mess with me. He had a dog. Everybody was scared of him because of his dog. So one day he came and I hit Pee Wee with 2 beat. Boom, 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 boom. He had the dog come get me. So when I ran up the thing, I had on some Chuck Taylors. The dog bit the back of my Chuck Taylors. Now when I go in the house, I get a spanking. So next time I said, okay, if I see this dog, I'm going to confront him. So when the dog came out, all I did was this, get your ass out of here. And the dog ran away. I was like, mother. All right. So, Pee Wee knew not to mess with me. And Pee Wee's dog knew not to mess with me too. Because that's all I did. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be running and you get my clothes and I get another whooping. So as soon as that fucking dog came, I was like, shut your ass up. And they're like, oh. So you're right. So sometimes you have to confront people and see who they really are. Pee Wee in Jersey City.
Pee Wee in Jersey City. Is that something you learned from your dad, that toughness? Was obviously Jersey played a part, but did that start at home?
Yeah, because my dad's from Newark also. He's part of the Newark and all that stuff. And he
drill
was
instructor.
Also a military person. So yeah, he didn't want to. Yeah, I'm not allowed to be soft. Not allowed to be soft. Like he would make me do push-ups, and I'd be like, I can't. He'd be like, start all over then. I said, you can't. I can't start all over. He said, hey man, he said, hey, it's 3:00 right now. I got to get up at 6. I'm not tired. So you're going to get these 20 push-ups right now. 18, 2 more. Nope. 20. I wanted 20. And then I get mad and do it. She's like, see, you could do it the whole time. You just trying You should being soft. Man up, soldier, and get in the bed. Like he wouldn't
Did
allow me to, and I just, so that's where the no quit comes in. At. I will not quit on anything. If I can't beat you first time, guess what? We're gonna go sec 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until I beat you.
and I imagine that's just stuck with you like all the way up to today, past 50 now, being over the hill. It's just same mentality. Maybe it's evolved some.
What motivates me is that I took pride in when people said I was nothing. I took pride in when people said you couldn't do it. Like so when I was a good athlete when I was young, but then when you start getting older and going up against the older kids, like freshman year, I never made the team. There was always this one guy I used to watch. I'm like, you think he's better than me? Are you kidding me? So I would just practice. And then the sophomore year, I made the team. He was on the team. We got equal playing time. We used to fight all the time. Then I left and I got to start all over. So when I get to San Antonio, I go to a small school that I don't really have any competition. So now I'm the man again, but now I got to compete against seniors and this and that. So there's nothing worse than being at a small school, a limited amount of girls, and they don't want to talk to you because you're not the All-American. Boy, did I'm like, him? So like, just to put it this way, my graduating class was 39 people. So you can imagine if we got 6, 7 All-Americans at school and only 4 good-looking girls in the class, it ain't. So I just used to be so mad. And so like, I find the smaller things to just motivate me. So then I said, okay, they're seniors. I'm a junior. Next year, this shit's mine. So I practice. And then senior year, I'm the man. Bam, boom. And I always tell my sons this, my life has been peaks and valleys. Really good, minor, terrible high school. Best high school player, now you got to start all over. Now, when I get to college, it's the same thing. I'm like, how does this dude have this and that and I have nothing? Like, I don't understand this process. So I used to see stuff and it just used to work me. And then the same thing happened. Chris and Stan left. LSU belonged to me. It was all mine. And then the same thing when I got to the pros. Like when I went to my first party in LA, I'm like, check, first pick. They wouldn't even let me in. They didn't even know who I was. And then Magic pulls up, and then Eddie Murphy pulls up in a leather suit with his shirt open and his taco meat showing, and Tom Cruise, and all these people are getting in. And I'm like, God damn, this is what it's like to be a superstar. But that just motivated me. I was like, okay, one day. And that just keep me working. So like whenever they tell me I can't do nothing, that's just gonna make me work harder. Like I remember when I was doing my album, rap album, okay, all right, no problem. So I'm just gonna get all the best rappers, show them that I'm serious about it. They're gonna be on my album. We're gonna sell a lot of albums. That's what I did. So I'm trying to teach my son, like just somehow in this society that we live in, people are way more sensitive than ever. But I take that, I always take comments and read them, see if there's any truth in them. And if there is a little ounce of truth in them, I'm going to shut you up. Like Brian Roberts sitting in that damn podcast brick office, he said, I can't do this. Watch this, Mr. Bryant. Like, I'll do it. And that's what motivates me. I won't go, I don't believe Brian said that. He's from Jersey. He hurt my foot. Nope. I'm going to be like, okay, Brian says that, okay, no problem, Mr. Brian. Listen, because that's how you feel. I understand that. I respect people that have an opinion. I do. I don't get sensitive at all. When you say something, I have the ability to stop time and see if there's any truth. Brian says Shaq could have been the greatest player if he hit his free throws. Brian might be right on that one. Can't be mad. I know I got 4 rings and I did this and that, but the key point, Shaq could be the greatest ever. See, that's the key point. He didn't say Shaq wasn't great. Shaq could be so, and that's coming from the drill sergeant also. Like, bro, we don't really care about what people say, but if you say something, there's some truth in it. Now I gotta switch my whole program and switch my whole office just to shut you up. And that's what drives me. So I was getting fat. I was really getting fat and really getting chubby, and I was like, you know what? I want to work out. Not to the point to where I want to be a bodybuilder and eat salad all the time. My new mission is my belly cannot be over my belt, ever. So
With
that's
you
when
on
I
that.
yeah, so that's when I got with this GF9 thing, and it's really working, boosting energy, and it's doing me very, very well. If I can get that bodybuilder discipline, I'd be shredded. But I don't have that discipline yet. It's coming. I still like my sandwiches. Like I'm a creature of habit. Like late at night, I haven't eaten all day because shooting commercials. If I smell those McDonald's fries, it's over, right? But again, I'm not going to keep eating that to where my belly was over my belt, and my stomach's really flat now. I got a 4.8 pack. Uh,
Mm,
yeah, so I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. So again, motivation, man. Shaq's getting fat, and I look. I was like, you know what? I am getting kind of chubby. Damn, I look bigger than Barkley. Let me rather than go, oh no. So criticism don't hurt me. It just propels me to a new level.